Right then lads, we had a bit of a disaster at Three Locks last week. I had more blobs on that card than a bingo caller. So I popped down to Daventry today, do 3 or 4 holes here just to see if I've still got it or if I have completely lost it. This happens when you're a 28 handicapper. Those guys that are 14, 15 and don't remember these days, some days you're playing a dream and other days you wonder why you ever bothered taking up. So let's see where we get to. Enjoy me and have a look at this fantastic course, isn't it? It's lovely. You probably can't see it from here, but that's about a 1 in 3. So when I first got membership here, every time I pulled into the car park with the intention of joining, I looked at that first fairway and thought, do you know what, I'll give it a miss this week. And it did take about 3 months to pluck up the courage that, right, I've got to get membership here, that's it. So if you can see it, that big tree up on the right hand side, that's about 230 uphill, so that's probably where you're aiming for. But we're going to get the clubs out, get on the buggy. Don't normally do a buggy, but with all the camera stuff, kind of need it today, so yeah, it's going to have some fun. Right, so first tee, like I said, big tree up on the right, it's about 230, need to get to there to give you a shot into the green, so here we go. That's got a big old cut in it. One moment. Right, we go back in. I play with the orange mojos. Look at them, they're sweet, aren't they? Hopefully it'll be better to see on camera, so yeah, here we go. Done it again, forgot my glove. Just got to wait till the mower man. It's just about my slice distance there, so give me 5 seconds to get a move on. Right, it's out of bounds up on the left, and that's clattered into the trees up there. So, might take advantage of the new rules, go up there and hit 4 from up there. Just to save bashing balls off the tee. Hopefully it's popped out. We'll go and have a look. Interesting, we've still got winter rules. It's been dry for a while now, so I thought the rough and everything would be good, but hey, courseman says, the courseman does. Is that right? Oh shit, really. Oh, no, just for kicks now. Shit, I don't think it has. Right, give me 2 minutes, gonna go have a search. I can't see it. Can you see it? So I'll drop one at 330 yards because that's about 5. I'm joking. Drop on about 220. Back here, 2 clubs. Please find it. Oh look, he's only gone off that. Look at that. It's no good, still out of bounds, but at least I found it. Right, go and grab a club, get that out. I do love the way they put thorny bushes when you're out of bounds, because that helps, doesn't it? There we go. Oh, it's heat. Alright, so 1, 2 club lengths from the knee, There we go. Right, let's bring the old buggy back. One thing I noticed in my other videos is I'm aiming really to the right, so I'm going to bring myself round here. Still hit it right. Still hit it bloody right, haven't I? Oh well. Oh well, life's a bitch and then you die. There we go, that's better. Right, there's the green there. Stick this up on the buggy. gentle wedge. Oh, it's glorious. It's not long enough. Oh, Wilson! So yeah, it was obvious at this point in the round where the camera gave up. Didn't see my miraculous chip onto the green within 6 feet, and a putt for a 5, which probably the best couple of shots I've played all day. But there you go. You'll have to believe me. I think it might be alright. I think it might be good. I think that was a decent shot. We'll see when we get up there. As with most things, we'll see when we get up there. Right, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, the little man's up here cutting away. So let's see. Well, it's not on the green, which is a bit annoying because I don't know where it is in. And it's just started to rain. Even God's crying with me. Oh, how annoying is that? Story in my goddamn life, asshole. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Right, I'm just going to put you down for a minute while I have a look for it. Right then guys, I've seen it. There's the tee down there. There's the tee down there. So, I've hit it. There's the hole. Basically, it's not a full wedge today. Because there it is there, look. The moment I'm just about to cut it down. Ugh. Ball. Not under pressure much, was I? Okay, now I'll take the piss. Right. There we go, on the putting surface. A little bit annoying, but there you go. Such is life. Such is life. Look at this, look. It's like we're in the Serengeti. I'll put you up here, hopefully you can see from there. That's a little annoying, but hey ho. Say like that, don't I? a lot of stuff that's annoying. Right, we're going to cut out a few holes now and try and make it on the home passage. That's a great thing about a 9-hole course, is that no matter where you are, there's normally a way out somewhere. Not being funny, but the views from up here, if I can try and get into a spot where you can see the views. I mean, look at this. I think there's a green up here. It says you can see 6 counties, but just look at that. It's a bit hazy today, but when it's really nice, it's fab. Right, okay, so we played the first and the second. Nice old par 4, quite long. Greens up by those fir trees up there, those conifers. So, big drive. It's got a nice feature on this hole as well, which we'll get to in a second. Oh, let's put this back so you can see where we're going. Right, okay. So, 6 hole. So, a nice par 4. Got a distance on this? 387 yards. I say the green's up by those conifers, and if you can just see to the right, I'll try and zoom in, it's 4K so it might be alright. There's a marker post just up there. You kind of think you want to be between the right hand trees and the left hand trees in the distance, but you don't. You need to be aiming at those conifers, even though it looks like the fairway's on the right. I've noticed a lot of my shots recently, I've been not topping them, but they do stand really low. They do tend to stay really low, so I'm going to try an exercise tee up. This could be embarrassing, it might go straight up in the air, but hopefully we'll catch this. Can you see that there? Yeah. And that was about the best golf shot I've ever hit. Orange tees of the future, obviously. I've hit that, that's an absolute perler. Let's just sort this out. There we go. Right. Pick up old Bobby down here. Bobby slow-mo. And I must keep that tee because that is awesome. Right, there we go. Right, let's go and... Oh, I just hope it's got enough juice in it because that's gone about 3 miles. Oh, golf's good when you play it right, isn't it? Oh. So while I'm travelling on this mammoth epic cross-country journey to find my ball, when I say cross-country, that's distance, not terrain. Please feel free to comment down below what you want to see from the weapons. We've got a nice bank holiday weekend coming up soon. 4 of us going away down to Devon to play some lovely courses down near St Million. If we can get enough money, we might even have a go on St Million because it's quite expensive. I hate this bit when you've hit a great drive and you keep going, I can't see it, I can't see it. Oh look, it's in the rough, that's ridiculous. Oh, I bet I've got a shit line as well. Can you sit down anymore, ball? Still, at least I've got a distance in. It's about 150, I guess. Let's put that down there, can you see? This is also one of the hardest greens on the course. And when I say hard, I actually mean it's hard. Of all the greens here, this is, I think, like, since the course was built back in 1900 and something, I'll dig that out and link it down below. This one, I don't think it's ever been dug up and relayed, so it's so compact, you can fly a ball in there and it will not stick. Not that I can do that sort of thing, but if you hit that green ride with a ball, it just goes straight back up in the air. So the trick here, and this is where local knowledge comes in, is to bounce it about 20 yards before the green and just let it roll on, because not only is it compacted green, it's also one of the toughest contours you're ever likely to see. But we'll show you that in 3 shots when we get there. Ball moved on address. Oops. Be good. Be good. Oh, bang, bong, boing, boing, boing. Exactly what I just said. Hit the ground and bounced and bounced and bounced. And it's down to the right. Still, can't play the game even knowing the course. I've got no hope, have I? There you go. Sunny again. No hope. Ugh. Right, I was saying about a feature on this hole. Let me just give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Are you serious? Shut up. So this is like an old medieval rampart that goes around the course. And they've tried to keep it in as good a condition as possible. You can see it goes around there. It's actually a feature on the next hole as well, which we'll get to. But that's about, I don't know if you can see, it's about a 20-foot drop down there, just to give you an example. I know I'm only 5'4", but back in the game now, sorry about that. Like I said, I'm 5'4", but now I can't see fairway. Right, we're back around the other side of the ramparts. So there's the green. I say it's a 2-tier green. Unfortunately, the pin's on the top level, which makes it even harder up there because most putts will just come straight back to you. And my ball, there you go, I've bounced that short of the green and it's gone right through, look at that. Right, okay. Got my cheeky little 8-iron here. I'm going to try and run it up onto that top level and hope, beyond all hope, it doesn't come back down again. I know you say always leave yourself an uphill putt, but honestly, this putt will be a nightmare if it stays down. So, top level's best here. Get up, get up, get up! Oh, you bastard! Didn't get up, did it? Ah, it didn't get up. It didn't get up. Oh well, that's a 6. I suppose 28 handicap on a hole like that, I should be proud of that, but to hit a drive like that and to be not cheated off the green, because I knew what I was getting into, but be grateful. If you told me on the tee I was getting a 6 on a hole, I probably would have taken it, so all good. Right, and I said we'll go on to the hole with the rampart, but I'm going to miss that out to give you, because the clouds are just coming over. It did say it was going to rain this afternoon, so we'll go on to the little par 3, which is a lovely little hole, or a terrible long one, which depends on which 9 you play. And the front 9's a lot shorter, which makes it quite a nice little hole. However, back 9 is horrid. It's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, it's really pretty and it's gorgeous, but it's horrid. I'm just squeezing out, go through the trees. Take the buggy down here. So like I said, it's a 9-hole course, but it's got 2 tees for each hole, mainly each hole. And the green is either a fairly short par 3 down there if you're hitting off the 7th tee. What does it like it up as? Marks it as 167. You can see the graphic there. It doesn't really do it justice because, as in most holes on this bloody course, it's up and down. There's the green there, and you can see the tee box. Where have they got the tees for this then? Oh, so this is the tee box then. This is the tee box for the 7th. So you've got over the trees. So it's probably a good 8 maybe over the trees. It's downhill quite a bit, so might even be a 9 to roll it off the hill. But if you want to hit green, you're probably looking at an 8 iron. But look at this bad boy. If you're playing this as the 16th, tee for the 16th is right over here. Now you may think, oh, he's only walked 15 yards. It's a miracle for me walking 15 yards. But all of a sudden the hole's opened up completely. But you're now looking at a shot of probably 180 from here. And you've got out of bounds on the left, the trees on the right, big pond brooky thing with a bridge on down there. It makes it a really difficult hole. However, I suppose for the sake of, no, we'll play the 7th. I was going to say for the camera work, we'll see it so you can see it land on the green, but it's not going to happen, is it? So set the camera up here and behind. That's going around beauty, the absolute perfect. I hope it's going to roll into the hole, but I can't see it now. It might be a bit short. Might be a bit short. Got a lovely draw on that. It's almost like I knew what I was doing. Desperately looking for that ball. Please be on the green. And I can't see a ball anywhere. I'm gonna die. Oh, where's that ball gone? That's really annoying. The trouble with those trees is you hit the shot and you think you've hit it great. Time to go and have another wander. I should be used to it, shouldn't I, in my play? But the way I hit that, I honestly thought that would be perfect. Plenty of distance on it. Just check and see what's going in this bunker. There's a bunker behind here. It's kind of clutching it. Oh. There we go. Came round too much, didn't it? Came round too much. God damn it. Now you'll notice I brought my putter with me. That's just in case it doesn't go in. Which is unlikely, let's be honest. But it stays out, I mean. I'm normally pretty good in the bunker, but this is a horrible lie. Well, it's a great lie, it's just a horrible stance. Got no room. Just could put my hip out. Oh, come back. Oh. Just took too much, not enough sand, but like I said, oh, with the stance I had, I'm not too disappointed with that. Could have been a lot worse. Age old saying, it is what it is. Oh, right. Jesus, even walking onto the green's a fucking mountain. Right. See how we get on with this. come round, come round. It's a decent lag putt, I'll take that. Oh, that's an okay 4. That's an okay 4, we'll take that. Well, I've got no choice. Even with the wonders of video editing, I ain't going to get better than a 4, so... Right, we're going to wish straight down to the 18th now because the clouds are coming in. It's got a bit chilly in the air, so the 18th is a really nice hole as well. So there's a lot of sows there, wasn't there? I don't know how long you've been watching this channel and when you're watching this video. Let me try and get the horizon straight. It might be easy to watch then. But if you haven't heard yet, Terry has had an albatross on this hole. 2 for 6. And if you haven't heard that, then shame on you. Shame on you. You should know that by now. But don't worry, because if you missed it, he will tell you again. So it's a big old par 5 of... I should have really brought a spore. I should have really brought a scorecard out with me. Let's get distances. But... So, 477 yards, but although 8 of the holes at this course are uphill, this one is downhill. So you've got that drive, and no, the horizon isn't crooked, that is the layer of the hole, and the layer of the whole course basically, you need one leg shorter than the other. But it is a good drive, and it is I'm sure Terry will comment down below what club he used to get into you and give you all tips on how to do it. But it's about 220 with your second shot. No chance that's I'll be happy with 10. Right, so we're going to use these magical orange teas again and see if that's the difference. Could be a real golf hack, this one. Not obviously a hack. A life hack. A golf life hack. Don't tell Terry, but I'm on for a 2 here. Another great... Where's that orange tea? I can't lose that orange tea. That's amazing. That has revolutionised my driving. It was that simple. Use the right tea for your shot. Who'd have thought it? Oh. Put that bad boy away. I'm doing that again today. Oh, I'm well happy with that. 2 drives today and I'm absolutely mullered them. I have to work out the distance on the other one. I know, so just like 150 post, so find out what the distance was on that, but I'm well happy. Well happy. I couldn't have been any better really. One of the great things about this hole is to try and outdrive the bell. There's the bell down there, can you see it on the right hand side? Oh, I'm sure. I think I can just see it. No? No, there he is, that. I have. I've done it, I've driven the bell! Fortune's on behind me, so I haven't got to bring it, but... That is an immense drive. Look at that, I'm down near the 150 again. I'm a par 5. That's great, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Loving it like that. Oh well, here comes the rain. Let's get this on the hole before it starts pissing down. Oh, I hooked it. Distance was good. Distance was really good. It's a 7 iron from there. I'm about 175, 180, but it was downhill. So Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. Want to dive into your ocean, is it really this fancy? Oh baby, talk to me like lovers do. Oh. In fact, that was too long. Actually too long. In fact, I hit the green, God, I've been taking out houses. Right. Right, cheeky little 8. Calm down, ball. Calm down. Oh. Completely misread that. I thought it was going to come right down. That's why I played it out there. That wasn't a mistake. I did actually aim out there. Still. On the green regulation. Stick this in for a par. That's a good way to end the video, isn't it? It's a great way to end. And every video should end with a par. Or a birdie. Or in Terry's case, an albatross. Get in. Oh. So it might not be 6 for 2, but for me, 5 for 3, I think it is. That's decent. And a great way to end. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. If you've ever been depressed playing golf before, just think you could be as happy as him.